You won't need to hit far on your opening shot at Winding Springs, but you will need to be accurate. Hit a left to right tee shot to set yourself up for a short iron into the elevated green. The par 3 second is long and tight, and the green is extremely shallow. If you can't stop the ball on the green, use the bailout area in front. Water is in play on every shot on the par 5 third hole. Only the longest hitters will try to carry the water at the end of your tee shot. Lay up and it'll be a 3-shot hole. Carry the water and you'll have an iron into a fairly flat green. The island green on the par 3 fourth is protected on the left by a huge bunker. Pin location will determine the difficulty on this challenging hole. This narrow par 4 will test your daring. Try to cut the corner and you may get wet. But if you make it, you'll have a short iron into an angled green. The par 4 sixth is long, but shouldn't be a problem for most players. Stay clear of the huge left side bunker on your drive and watch out for the small bunker guarding the front of the green. Hit a good drive on this dogleg left par 5 and you should be able to reach it in 2. You'll want to get close to the hole once you're on the green. It's tricky and easy to 3-putt. There's no bailout area on this short par 3. You'll just need to be accurate to avoid getting your ball wet. The long par 4 ninth favors the left to right hitter. Keep it in the fairway and you'll have a mid-iron into a green protected on all sides by bunkers.
The first hole has probably the largest green on the golf course, has some fairly tough undulations. It's a golf hole, if you put the ball in the wrong spot, you've got to watch out for 3 putts. The second hole has water all along the right side of the hole, a difficult birdie unless you hit a big drive. Third hole, a good tee shot must be hit past a big tree on the left, and the best position is in the center or the right side of the fairway. Fourth hole is the longest of our par 3s. It's a very narrow green, deep bunker on the left, and bunkers on the right. Fifth hole, you must make a decision on your second shot, whether to go for the green or lay it up right or left, depending on where you put your tee shot. The sixth hole, a big tee shot is mandatory. Otherwise, you're laying the ball up short and it leaves you with a difficult hole to play. The seventh hole is a position hole. Unreachable for most players, position is the key on your second shot. The big factor here is that there's sand everywhere. The club selection is the big challenge here. The tee shot must be hit into the fairway, otherwise it's a very difficult hole. The second shot is played over water into a green that is fairly narrow.
You'll have a fairly large driving area on the par 4 10th, but you'll want to favor the right side to give yourself a better approach shot. If you're left, you'll need to carry rocks, cactus, and a large bunker guarding the angled green. The par 4 11's split fairway makes it one of the most interesting holes on the course. Long hitters can attempt to carry to the left side and give themselves an easy approach shot, or you can take the safe route along the right side. The par 5 12th is uphill and plays longer than it looks. Off the tee, you'll have a long carry to a wide driving area. If you're long enough to go for it, watch out for the cactus and 8 bunkers guarding the green. The downhill par 3 13th is all carry over desert to a shallow angled green guarded by 2 big bunkers. The pin position will make a big difference in how difficult this hole plays. The drive from the short par 4 14th is from an elevated tee to a tight landing area. On the right, look out for the bunker. On the left, the desert. On your approach shot, you'll need to carry to a green guarded by 2 big bunkers. The reachable par 5 15th is littered with strategic bunkers. Off the tee, watch out for the pot bunker in the center of the fairway. On your approach, the right side has 3 tricky bunkers that come into play, and there's a huge waste area on the left. You'll return to the ocean on this par 4 16th. It's downhill, so it won't play as long as it seems. The landing area is large, so if you're going to let one loose, do it here. The 10th is the only unreachable par 5 on the course. Your second shot layup is important and should leave you 100 yards or so from the green. There are a lot of cross bunkers to deal with on this hole. Watch out for the green. It looks flat, but tilts slightly from right to left. On the par 4 11, you must keep your tee shot to the left to have a clear shot to the green. There are a lot of overhanging limbs on the right side of the fairway, and the green is tucked right around a couple of tall trees. The tee box you play from will make a big difference on the par 3 12th. Black tees have a difficult angle for approaching the wide but shallow green. Hole 13 has a large driving area reachable over water. Your second shot must carry a deep bunker that guards the front right of the green. Not a difficult shot, but it's deceiving because the green drops off to the right. This dogleg right par 5 will play to the strengths of a long ball hitter and favors a fade off the tee. Your second shot must clear a large bunker and run straight to a green that sits against a large sand dune. If you do bail out, it better be to the right. This straightaway par 4 shouldn't be any problem for you off the tee, but watch out for your second shot. You'll have a carry over large bunkers to a very narrow green. Don't go over the green, it's a tough chip back. The 16th is probably the most unique hole on the course. You can choose to play your drive over the sand dune on the right and leave yourself a good approach. You'll have to carry a large waste area guarding the green. The demanding par 3 17th is a beautiful hole running parallel to the Colleton River. You're hitting to a wide but shallow green guarded by a huge bunker in front and a small putt bunker in the back. Experienced players will want to hit a fade off the tee on the tight finishing hole at Colleton River. This will set up your second shot and avoid the small bunker on the left. You'll be hitting into a green that's tucked into a natural amphitheater setting.